I almost forgot to add my video to the screen. Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. Thank you for joining me this Thursday night. If you're watching live, that means you hit the subscribe button and you hit the bell notification. So if you're watching later and you didn't do that, please do that. Hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the regular season starts, so I need you to hit that button. Like button helps other Carolina Panther fans find out about me. The more I grow, the more I can do for you, earning that nickname, Man of the People. Recent interviews with Coach Steve Wilkes, Brandon Smith. I got other players lined up as well. Cade Mays I've had. So smash the button. All right, Fan Fest took place tonight. And, I was happy that I wasn't in the heat. We got to sit in the press box for the first time this season and get a good bird's eye view of things that were taking place. Now, kind of unfortunately, it was the same thing that we see in Spartanburg in terms of you're not going to see a lot of things that give you a lot of depth into what's going to happen. You just kind of can make inferences on things because I'd say a good hour, definitely 45 minutes of practice was just a lot of individual drills where you can't really see who's separating themselves from the other. Even though there was a drop by some receiver that I was like, man, he wasn't anybody that's a one or two, but he dropped the ball that was thrown from like a coach on a little, route they were doing. Anyway, it wasn't too much together in that perspective. And then honestly, so we're in the press box. They let us go down to the field at the end of practice, and I missed the whole little team drill that they did for probably the last 10 minutes of practice. So my apologies, but that's just the situation that the media was in tonight that unfortunately didn't give us a bird's eye view for everything that took place. But I will go over a few notes that I have. But I want to get to the biggest thing that I have from tonight, which is who's going to play on Saturday and how much are they going to play on Saturday? Okay, so will it be Baker? Will it be Sam? All right, they haven't told the players yet, so they're not telling the media yet who is going to get the nod in that regard. As soon as that's known, I'll bring it to you. But Coach did promise that Sam's going to get a series and Baker's going to get a series. So only unless that series is bad, they get like a 3 and out. You're only going to see a guy for one series because they want to get those quarterbacks, Baker and Sam, about 6 to 9 plays. So that's what they're trying to do for those guys. The other starters are trying to get closer to 12 plays for the other starters. And there'll be some people that get more than that, but that's generally what they're doing. And so you're going to get to see a lot of Matt Corral and a lot of P.J. Walker as they are possibly vying for that third spot, even though I believe if you draft a quarterback, you're not going to get rid of him and try to stash him away on the practice squad. So I feel like P.J. is going to be the odd man out. But, hey, audition tape. And the coaches say, like, if you're not even playing here, we want to get you an opportunity to play somewhere else. And there's going to be some people that will not play this Saturday. So that would be no Shaq Thompson, of course, no J.C. Horn. Even though you might have seen J.C. Horn tonight, and they're continuing to try to get up what Matt Rule referred to as his high-speed endurance, meaning, okay, he ran fast, but he only ran fast for one play. We want to get him used to running fast for 5 plays, 10 plays, 20 plays. So they're not going to have him out there this Saturday. Didn't get a chance to ask, but DJ Moore was in a green jersey, which, man, these colorful jerseys all since OTAs have driven me crazy because you'll think that it means something, and then you see the guy doing pretty much everything. And that's what I saw tonight was DJ doing pretty much everything. And speaking of DJ doing everything, I don't know if it's Ben McAdoo. I would have to say it is. This guy must have a lot of things in their playbook, and I don't even know if this team is trying to send a message to others to say, hey, the Carolina Panthers aren't afraid to try any and everything. So, we had the reverse, we had the double reverse, we had fakes on special teams, we've had throws to linemen tonight. What do we have? We had a throw to DJ, and then DJ Moore threw the ball. So, hey, it's a lot in that playbook that this team has, and they're obviously trying to win, and I look forward to continuing to see what Ben McAdoo has to offer. But even more so important, it's going to be that quarterback that's back there. And everything points to being Baker Mayfield. Now tonight, even Coach Rule said that the offense was not that great. It was not that spectacular. He was actually disappointed because the last practice in Spartanburg, things seem to be picking up for that offense. But tonight, the defense had the edge. So I want to see if there's some other notes that I have here. So a few funny things during Matt Rule's post-practice interview. I'm always tempted to say post-game. There's a guy yelling, "Fire Matt Rule." And it was very easily audible. And he even made a comment saying, "Hey, he appreciate everybody out here." Even the guy hollering, "Fire Matt Rule." Kind of feels awkward though when you're that close to something like that. You're that close to the coach, and then you're that close to the fans hollering. Speaking of fans, hey, my supporters, my subscribers, you guys are the best, okay? Hit that subscribe button again if you have not done so. But I like to shout out the people I meet. I'm looking around because I'm trying to think if I can remember the guy's name. Alex comes to mind, but man, I don't know if that's his name. But if you're watching, sir, appreciate you saying hello tonight. It was nice to meet you and your daughter and your wife. He says he's been following me for quite some time now, so I always appreciate that. I always appreciate the hellos and stop to say hello, stop to take a picture, whatever it is, because you all are responsible for my success, and I greatly appreciate it. A funny moment that I observed tonight at FanFest was John Hecker was practicing punts. And as he's practicing the punt, it's a kid that's catching them. You know, some obviously pretty young kid. You know how ball boys are, and he was catching most of them. But then this one time he didn't catch the ball, and a player on the field, it kind of bounced in his direction, and a player got it. And it's like the kid was afraid to go on the field, even though he's a ball boy, so he can go anywhere. And he's kind of like doing all this, trying to wave, and the guy totally didn't see him. And he's like just running down the field. Nobody's paying attention, trying to get the ball back. And, you know, Hecker's just kind of waiting for him to get his balls so he can continue to kick. So that was like a little side note, funny observation from tonight. For what it's worth, Baker Mayfield did go with the ones tonight. Sam, for the most part, went with the twos. It was another drill where they were doing linebackers on wide receivers and running backs. I'm telling you, they didn't do too well in those drills, and maybe they got mad and made up for it in the team session. But the linebackers, yeah, they had the business given to them by the wide receivers. They did a little bit better with the running backs, even though there were Xavier Woods had a pretty good breakup when he had his turn, even though he plays more in the secondary backfield. Any other notes that I got for you guys? Shi Smith looked like he had a little of a mix with the ones tonight. Did not get a chance to ask Coach Rule about that. And let's see, what else do I have? That's pretty much it. Last practice before first preseason game, you're not going to do a whole lot, but you're going to just continue to work on the individual skills, which is, again, what they spend a lot of time doing. And then, unfortunately, when they went to their team drills toward the end, I don't know if they did a 2-minute office. I don't know what it was called, but we weren't able to see it because at that point, the media had to go downstairs, get onto the field, and our vantage point was not a good one. Punt returning. Shi Smith did punt returning along with Andre Roberts. And then we had kickoff return in which Andre Roberts, Chuba Hubbard, and Shi Smith were back there in that position. So that's it. Let me see if there's some questions for tonight that came on. There are some questions. So Shaquille, I'm glad that you're on here. Let me see if what's up, Chris Johnson? Always saying hello. What's up, Ali? Always saying hello. Ice, White Ice. Sup, y'all? Let's see. Shaquille, I'm riding home on the train for FanFest. This was the best Panthers. Man, I can't talk. This was the best Panthers Fan Fest ever. Baker looked great. Sam looked overrated. Shaquille, you did ask me a question, though. You asked me a question about if they had a kid that was out there for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Could not get any confirmations that kid that was on the 59 jersey was out there for Make-A-Wish. Could have just been somebody's kid, somebody's son, obviously out there, but couldn't get a confirmation on that. They said Darnold was throwing picks. Yeah, so I didn't get to see that part. So that's where I have to say I'm sorry. Again, the media was being moved from the press box to the field, and I couldn't see it. But I have heard that Sam threw some INTs, but I also heard that though Baker may not have thrown as many, that he still just didn't look as sharp as he should be, or you would like to see your starting quarterback be as well. I did not get the numbers yet from the from the turnouts for tonight. What's up, Max from Dallas, Texas? Appreciate you. You guys got jokes. Those rules that screamed that the fire mat rule. I hate when fans aren't supporting of our players. The coach that says Mike Long. Yeah, it was. You know, if you're a head coach, especially at this level, you have dealt with adversity in the media and from fans before. But it's a little weird. Thank you for the interview. Looking forward to the season. Yes. Is this team a playoff team? Says Bryce Jones. Bryce, continue to stay tuned. I started for the first time last year, plan on doing it again this year, which is not interviewing, but asking other local beat writers what their prediction is on playoffs or not. I'm not ready to release my prediction yet, but look for that to come once the 53-man roster is decided, which is coming up shortly. Lee Jones will keep pounding. We will keep pounding. The Panthers will keep pounding. So I'm saying I'm going to cut out saying The Washington Commanders take on the Carolina Panthers this Saturday. Friday is a travel day. So look forward to some coverage from Charlotte Vibe this Saturday as we continue to bring you coverage every single day that there's practice. You can count on tuning in to Charlotte Vibe and hearing the updates from that, and continue to look out for more interviews to come. Got to round out all the 22 draft picks. We got 2 more that we're going to get, so be on the lookout for that. Going to continue to bring coverage after each game, preseason game, regular season game, road game. If it's taking place, I can have you covered. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the interview. Chris Johnson was talking about the interview with Brandon Smith. Yeah, so the interview with Brandon Smith is up now. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, please do. I had somebody watch. I was able to see a comment. They said that next time maybe try to do a walk and talk video. Give me another camera guy. No, I could do that, but man, in Spartanburg, it's hot, so you don't want to spend too much energy. But it was they said that because a lot of bugs are flying in our face and we're like swatting. So thank goodness one did not go in my mouth. So that's it. Again, thank you all for watching. Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, reporting live from the studio because I couldn't report on the field tonight because they're shooting fireworks and we had to get out of there. Thanks for watching.